Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Miami Dolphins and the Atlanta Falcons. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Falcons are 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
Brett, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 41. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid. Their turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Falcons, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Out of the gun on third down, here's Tua. And that will be incomplete.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And they'll get to this and down it inside the 25 at the 24-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. One interception. It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Alert! Alert! Hey!
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to get it back here just past the 35. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll begin here with Adams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. No score after one on EA Sports. He'll get that out wide to Waddle. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Shaq Thompson from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take possession here as they got it at their own 4-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Okay, ready?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. He gets it to Thomas. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. This is Hines. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming down. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Oh, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
This fielded right at, and all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, Get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They're going to look to throw. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. It's caught inside the 25. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Hines. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now back to throw. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open. Left him nowhere to go with the football. Had to absorb the sack.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. James Robinson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
And an anxious moment or 2 there, but they do get him down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run again with Adams. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And hauled in by Croft. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and the Dolphins have taken the lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. 2 and now on first down. Open man, that's Gesicki down the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble, and the Falcons grab it, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. So that is not the way you want to begin the half when you're only up by 1 score. A turnover right away.
And my guess that in the locker room, that's what the defensive coordinator on the other side was saying. We've got to find a way to get the football back for our offense, and they were able to do it.
The drive starts with a completion left side. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Past the 20. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 41 yards.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game. And they hit that one there for big yardage.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Robinson going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. James Robinson, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
So third down, and the Falcons going with a dime, 6 defensive backs. They'll try and pick up the first down with Adams. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
We're all still valiantly searching for the so-called book, right, that tells us what to do in every situation. Everyone kind of knows what it says, but it's never really been written down anywhere. He violated every code on that one, didn't he? Decided to go for it right there.
Oh, yeah, your side of the field, this stage of the game, you're supposed to punt the football. He said, who cares? I'm going to light the book on fire.
Yeah, analytics, everyone else, be warned, he's coming for you.
On 2nd and 9, Tua being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. That's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another in.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. So still no touchdowns allowed by this defense. They get the interception there. CD, they have been rock solid.
And at this point, I think they have to expect that they're going to see some shots taken down the field. And that was almost a desperation throw right there, just kind of hoping something good can happen, a completion, a pass interference. But this was anticipated well, and they came up with the INT.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Falcons. Michael Thomas. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's complete to Adams. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Quick hitter to Jalen Waddle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Couple of Alabama guys there. Tua to Waddle for the Miami first. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Falcons will take over here just shy of the 30. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And some room to work. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
24 yards to gain there. Another first down as well.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete.
Touchdown, Falcons!
Kyle Pitts,
27 yards.
and the Falcons get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And going deep for Hill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kevin Byard.
And the Falcons will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. They're still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. He'll look to throw. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Yet another interception. interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Here's J.K. Scott now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now Tua. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. From 3 yards out.
And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
On play action, they'll throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 12 yards there as they move the chains. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back to throw now on 1st down.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 32-yard line. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it's 3rd down.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back in the end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Dolphins are right back in this football game. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Off of play action. Tagovailoa. Over the middle, complete. It's Adams. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. And now here is another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Falcons will take over here just shy of the 30. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception. And I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this one's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are right back in this football game. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that now.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play, because remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick.
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with his 3-score deficit and time fading.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Tua.
Gesicki hauling in the quick throw. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning.
Ready. Ultra. Ultra.
Two and now on first down.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Let's go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 20-yard line. Tua setting up shop to throw again. He's got it. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others.
And the Dolphins are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Here's Tua.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. Javon Holland coming up to make the stop. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll go with the option, coming right. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Now it's Hines, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Ritter and the Falcons need an answer and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling from 3 yards out.
And the Falcons are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded right around the 8.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner. And one side, a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling this team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough where that one possession down the stretch might have given us an opportunity to win the game.
So for the Falcons, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets.